Ronnie, what was number 1? Yes, sir.
Follow simple.
Follow simple instructions. Well, that was one of the ones that were worked, guys, up here. Okay? That's one, so you want to write that down. What is the second quality? Yes, sir.
Always have an I want to learn attitude.
Always have an I want to learn attitude. Okay? Now, this is up on the board, or up on the poster up at the top of the room, too. So that's always going to be there so you can see those. So those are 2 expectations of a successful band member. Now, you got that written down, Destiny? You good? Today? You got it written down? Okay. So that's one thing that we worked on yesterday that you weren't here for. Now, erase that on your board. We're doing a board. And now I want you to write one of the things on the posture chant. And you can't write huh. Write one of the things of the posture chant. When you got it, hold it up. Just word of more like I said, where you have to hold it high. Just let me see what you got. Well, that's got everybody done. Oh, wow, and Colton got all 3. Good. Put them down. Good for him. So, this is what you want to write on your paper now, you 2 guys. So, this is the posture chant. Feet, what, guys? Flat. Back.
Straight.
And not like George Strait, but straight, spelled correctly. Don't spell it like George Strait. And then hiney on the hump. And hook at the end. So write that down, Savannah and Destiny. Write that little chant down there. And we'll show you how it works. Now, when we say these things, we want to make sure that we actually do them. So we actually say feet flat, we want our feet flat on the ground. When we say our back straight, you're sitting up nice and tall, back's nice and straight. When we say hiney on the hump, that means that your rear end is on the hump of the chair. Your chair has a little hump at the front. So you need to have your chair all the way up to the front. Did you get that all written down? You have that written down the bottom? Everybody got that written down? Okay, so let's try it. Here we go. This, you get the eldest $2. Posture check, ready, go.
Feet flat, back straight, hiney on the hump, hump!
And then, did we actually accomplish all the things we were wanting to do? Okay, so hiney on the hump. I got size 15 shoes, and if I want to, I should be able to put them there, and I don't get your butt. So look what's going to happen there. You need to get your hiney up. There you go. To the hump. Same
She was
thing.
gonna chair to chair.
I've got big feet. I actually hit you. See, look at this guy. I mean, there's no way I'm hitting him. Okay, so hiney on the hump. You want it on the front edge. All right, good. Now, Miss Codeman must like you guys. I don't know. I'm still on the fence here. Because she made you the posture chant, so you can put it in your binder. So she made you one, all nice one that has cougar paws on it and everything.
Whoa.
It's a very nice posture chant.
That's pretty cool.
So thank Miss Coleman, don't thank me.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. A green one.
Exactly.
You're a whole bunch.
The best color.
Everything
Exactly.
you get is going to be a whole punch, so we expect it to be in your binder, in your band binder.
All the posture chants.
Band binder should have a separate binder.
Oh my God.
You'll get one.
Sorry.
You have to have a separate binder for your band.
Yeah, go ahead and get your stuff ready.
By the
Go ahead
way,
and put your
hey,
binders
sixth
up.
graders,
But wait for the bell to ring before you leave.
I know that you guys are working in your
Put your boards up.
AE class, right, on organization of your binder, right? Well, we have our own separate binder. This is the only class that they allow that for. You need to have a separate band binder. Cannot just shoved in with all your other classes, okay? You can't have it mostly because the stands can't hold one of your big binders like this. It's not gonna fit on there. So get a black binder that's separate just for band, okay?
Alrighty.
It has to be black. Remember, that was our specification. We said a black binder. Little tiny black binder just for band. Hold yours up. What's your name? Jacob. Look at Jacob, right?
Or Keegan.
Keegan.
Or
That's
sorry,
right.
Kelston. Sorry.
I'm Keegan right
Right.
here.
Keegan, he's got one too, right? That's what you want. That's perfect. Yeah? I like it.
Okay. Now then,
We have specials for you.
Yvonne and Destiny, have your notes ready to go again. Everyone else have your boards backed out. We talked yesterday about the elements of music. Now, go ahead and write that in your notes, Destiny and Yvonne, a triangle with music in the middle of it. And then everyone else on your board, I want you to write one of the 3 points of music that we have to have. If you want to do all 3, that's fine too. Once you got it, hold it up so I can see. You only need 1, but if you do all 3, that's fine. Looking good.
Remember, there's that silent.
Okay, so what was the first one we came up with yesterday? Sound. What was the next one? Silence. And the most important?
Rhythm.
Now, R-H. That's the one most
Whoa.
people miss. Y-T-H-M. R-H-Y-T-H-M. That's what most people mess up on, is that one. Now, in music and band class, what do we actually call sound? Notes. Notes. What do we call silence? Rest. Uh-huh. And what do we call rhythm? Counting.
Counting beats.
So make sure you have that in your notes too, Destiny and Yvonne. Have you got it? Good. I can erase it. It'll go away. All right. You've got them in your notes now. Good. Now, the next thing we talked about was tapping our foot. Okay? So keeping our feet flat like we're supposed to. So posture check. Ready, go.
Feet flat, back straight, body on the hump, hump.
So let's just practice our foot tap. So down, up. The toe moves, not the heel. Always even, never in between. Good. You look good. Just want to check that. Now those are foot tap. Now, a foot tap is going to symbolize one specific thing, and that thing is a what, guys?
Beat.
A beat. A beat. Now is what?
One.
One
One
foot
tap.
tap. You need to have that in your notes as well. A beat equals 1 foot tap. Okay? So when we have one of these, that's a beat music. There's a down, and then there's an up. There's 2 parts to the beat. The down, and then the up. Because the 1 foot tap has 2 parts, the down and the up. So, excuse me. What does this look like for us right now? A circle. So draw that in your notes as well. So that is a circle. All right? Now then, can I erase that? You got it? You got it? Yvonne, you got it? Okay, good. I want to make sure everyone's on the same page. That was for the 7th and 8th graders. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good work today. Now then, what we reviewed next in this little day, or what we're doing next on this, is different ways that we can count the beats. We learned 3 ways to count these beats yesterday. So I'm going to draw 3 beats on the board. You'll want to have this in your notes as well, ladies, okay? So draw 3 beats. Now the first way we learned to count a beat is if we kept the beat in one whole complete thing. So we put the number 1 in that circle. Okay? Then we learned to count it in 2. We divided the beat up into 2 equal parts. So now there's 2 in that one. And then the last one, we divided it again. And so we had 4 equal parts. Okay? So 1, 2, and 4. So what are these called, guys? Beats. So go ahead and everyone grab your notes out now, because at this point we're going to start getting into more detail, and you might want to put these in your notes. So grab your notes from yesterday. And what I want you to know, guys, there's real conversations going on. And it's only 2 people that are talking, but it sounds like 20 to me. So hang on to your conversation. Focus in up here. So have your notes out. And if you forgot your notes, get a piece of paper out and start a new set. Don't ever not have these notes, because remember, you can use these notes on the test. Okay. So what I want y'all to know is this. Look at me so I know I've got your attention. I spend all morning in the mirrors trying to get this looking good for you guys, so that way you're not looking at ugly. Okay? So it's okay to look at me. I'm not embarrassed. There you go. Yeah, see, look at him. Yeah, there you go. He's like, okay. So what I want you to know, guys, is this. Do you actually know what I'm asking for when I ask for things and say things on the board? And you're just not like, yes, I understand, and you're like, I have no idea what he's talking about. So I want to make sure you really understand. What are these circles called for us right now? Beats. So just make sure that you know, and if you need to write it on your notes, that these are beats. That's what these are. These are the beats. We'll talk about the numbers here in a second. Okay? Now, the next thing that we're going to show on this board, and what should be in your notes, is what we call the foot language. Okay? The foot language. Like there's a Spanish language, and a French language, and a German language, you can talk, and English. But sometimes they can say things, but they all still mean the same thing. So like uno, un, one, it all means the same thing, but you can say it in different ways. The foot language is going to say the same thing as our beats. They're just going to say it in a different way. It's just going to look different. So for the one, the beat with just the one thing in it, it's a one complete down and up. It looks like a Nike swoosh. Okay? You see there's no breaks in it. It's just a complete down and up. So that's the foot language for a one. That's the foot language for a beat with a one. Yes, sir. Yes. If you don't have it, write it down. I want to make sure that you understand. When I say foot language, you know I'm talking about the arrows. I'm talking about the language of what the foot looks like when you're counting these things. For a subdivision of 2, this guy, what will it look like? Colton. One arrow down, one arrow up. And it makes sense, right, ladies? Because there's a 2. There's 2 parts to this beat. There's a down, and now there's an up. So we took that foot and just really emphasized the down and the up, the 2 parts. You notice it's still just one beat, one foot tap, down, up, but now there's 2 parts to it. You see that? So it's visually, you can see it. What do we do for the 4 now? Yes, sir. Brock.
Oh, we do 2 lines down, 2 lines up.
Right. A down, down, up, up. 2 down, 2 up. But you can still see it's one full beat. It's just cut up into 4 parts now. Down, down, up, up. The 2, down, up. The 1, 1. And these are called the what? No, these are up here.
Foot language.
This is the foot language. This is the foot language. It's showing what the beats look like with the foot. This is what the beats look like as themselves. These are beats right now as themselves. This is the foot language. This is what the foot looks like it's doing. What's the last thing we showed yesterday is what we actually say, what we're counting, the counts. That's this bottom part. So what are we going to actually say for this one, where the foot's just complete one full thing? What do we actually say for this one? Yes, sir. 1. Did you hear the that he gave at the end? The reason he did that is because 1 is just one syllable. 1. But remember, the foot has 2 parts, right? It goes down and up. So we have to 1 to finish it. Does that make sense why we do that? So that's what we're going to count. Let's count this first beat. And it looks like this. A 1, dash-U-N. I want the phonetic. 1, 1. So let's count this first beat. Posture check, ready, go.
Feet flat, back straight, honey on the hump, hump.
All right. So we're going to get the foot going first, and then when I say go, we're going to count just that first beat. Down, up, down, up. Get the foot going. Good. And ready, here you count.
1.
Now where does the foot end? Up, yeah, up in the air. Because we're just doing the first one right now. I know it's like, hey, there's beats after it. We're not doing those yet. Right? Does that make sense of how it works? That's how we count it. That's that rhythm. Does it make sense? Good. All right. Does anyone remember what we're going to say for the subdivision of 2? Yes, sir. 1 take. So the 1 stays the same. What changes is when it goes up, we say te. And te is written T-E. T-E. Te. So that will be what we say for 2. And that makes sense too because now there's 2 parts. 1 take. This is the most fit thing with the foot and everything. I mean, this one fits the best with the foot. This one kind of has some extra stuff. We'll talk about that here in a second. So let's count the second beat. Ready? Down, up, ready, and go. Oh.
1, take.
Try it again. Down, up, ready, and go. Oh.
1, take.
And that's what you actually say. Let's try it again. Down, up, ready, and go. Oh.
1, take.
See how that works? Got it? Now, the last one, does anyone remember what we're going to say for 4? Yes, sir. You're close. You're close. Colton? 1, you're very close to 2. Okay? Let's try one more.
1 ta te ta.
1 ta te ta. So, when the foot goes down, the first 2 things we say is a 1 ta, and the ta is a T-A. 1 ta. Then when the foot goes up, we start with that te that we used back here, the T-E, and then another ta, T-A. 1 ta going down, te ta going up. Let me hear you just count the down, the 1 ta. So the foot will just go down. Down, up, ready, and go. Oh.
1 ta.
So the foot's down now. Try it again. Ready, and go. Oh.
1 ta.
Let me hear you just say the te ta going up. Ready, and say
Te ta.
No, we're not doing the foot with it because it's going up. It's supposed to go up. It's kind of weird to feel it that way. Let's say it again. Ready, and go.
Te ta.
So that's what the foot goes up. We put them together. 1 ta, te ta. Let's say that. Ready, and go.
1 ta. Te ta.
Again, and go.
1 ta. Te ta.
Now, do we put that gap in the middle of it?
Yeah.
No, so it's going to be 1 ta, te ta. Let's try it together. Ready, and go.
1 ta. Te ta.
Again, and go.
1 ta. Te ta.
You with me? So that kind of fits. So, what are these called? Beats. What are these called? What are these? Counts. So you understand the 3 separate things to have. Now, when we put it all together, boy, it's complete, isn't it? You can see everything. We see what it looks like. We can see what the foot does. We see what we have to say. You see the whole picture, right?
Yes.
It's complete. So that really is all the information we need to count this rhythm. Now, when we actually count the rhythm, Navon and Destiny, we don't stop in between like we were doing. We're going to go straight through. 1, 1, take, 1 ta, take ta. How many beats altogether?
4.
7?
3.
3. There's only 3 beats. 3 beats. Let's count this whole thing together with no stops in between. Here we go, ready? Posture check, ready, go!
Feet flat, back straight, honey on the hump, hump.
Here we go. And down, up, ready, and count.
1, 1, take, 1 ta, te ta.
Now where's the foot in?
Up.
Let's try it again. Down, up, ready, and go.
1, 1, take, 1 ta, te
ta.
ta.
Sounds like someone wanted to stick a ta right there. Let's try it one more time. Down, up, ready, and go.
1, 1, take, 1 ta, te ta.
Can I hear the second one? This is the one where we're adding something extra to it. Just do that second beat. Ready, and go.
1, take,
Ready, go.
1, take,
One more, go.
1, take.
So we got that? That's how that second beat goes. Let's put it all together again. Here we go. Down, up, the whole thing, ready, and go.
1, 1, take, 1 ta, te ta.
And the foot ends up. Now, very solid. Does Does everyone understand the difference?
Yes.
We're going to find out. Take your boards back. I want you to now draw this on the board with me. I'm going to put it up here. You're going to draw it in on your board. I'm going to draw 3 beats. Don't try and second guess me here. Wait until I draw what I want. Okay? Wait till I'm finished drawing, then you can put it in on the board.
All right.
So we're missing
Got it.
parts to what's on there, right? So for the first beat, I just showed the foot language. I didn't show the counts or the number. For the second beat, I showed you the counts, no foot language or number. The last beat, I just showed the number, no foot language or counts. What I want you to do is draw the complete picture on your board. Fill in all the gaps. So I want to see if you understand what needs to be in each picture completely, just based on missing parts of the information. When you think you've got it, hold it up and I will check it. Very good. Christian got it. Oh, no, you're Isaiah. Sorry, you're Isaiah. You got it. Very good. Yes. 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 Colton's got it. Very good. Destiny's got it. Oh, let me see Charlotte. Also got the guy behind. Very good. Very good. Very good. Yes. 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 Great. Was there anyone I did not check your board yet? Oh. Very good. You got it. All right. So what's this first number? 4. How do we count it?
One
One top, take top. Yeah, that was what was missing. What's this? This counts 1. What's the number? 1. What's the foot?
Just 1 arrow.
The 1 push, yeah. 1 complete. What's this? This is a 2. What's the foot?
1 down, 1 up.
1 down, 1 up. And what's the count?
One
take.
1 take. Let's count this rhythm. Here we go. Feet flat, back straight, tiny on top, up. Here we go. And down, up. Ready, and count.
1 top, take top. 1 take.
And the foot ends. Up. See how that works? We can change it up. We can make it anything you want. Grab your notes real quick. And we're going to talk about what it takes to be a successful counter. And you want to write this down in your notes. This is new for everybody. Brand new. 3 qualities of a successful counter. 3 qualities of a successful counter. Okay? What's a quality? What's a quality? Yes, sir.
Something good or bad?
Very good, yeah. Something that is good, and sometimes it can be bad, that makes you different than someone else or makes you special. Like, I'm really good at basketball. No, I'm not. I wish I was, but that would be a quality that I could have. Oh, he's really good at basketball. Oh, he's really good at spelling. She's wonderful at tennis. Those are qualities that you possess that make you better than someone else or something good. Well, these are 3 qualities of a what? A successful counter. Someone who's going to count rhythms. Okay? So has everyone got that part written down?
No.
Okay, we got one waiting on. So 3 qualities of a successful counter. I'm not going to erase it, but I'm going to keep going forward. The first one is knowledge. Knowledge. Okay? And I'm not talking like, well, the first president of the United States is George Washington. Okay, that's great. That's not going to help you in counting. But knowledge of what we're doing here in counting with band. You now know what beats are. Beats are foot taps. 1 foot tap to be specific. You know what a beat is. You know how to count it with a 1 take, 1 take. You know that's the foot language. You know these things, so now you can count. So you got to have knowledge. That's like a duh one. Okay, yeah, you got to know what you're doing. The second one, and if you think about it, it's really true. You need coordination. Think about it for a second while you're writing that down. Coordination. When you're tapping that foot, sometimes it lines up perfectly to say the one ta. It lines up very good, but the one ta ta, your mouth is saying something totally different than your foot. You don't want your foot to go down, 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 down. One ta ta. You got to coordinate those two things together to line it up perfectly. So it takes a little coordination to make that work. Okay? The last thing. Concentration. Concentration. And that's a duh one too. If you're on La La Land and we're trying to count a rhythm on the board and you don't know what's going on, you're probably going to miss it. So you've got to stay focused. You've got to know what's going on. That's why the feet flat and back straight behind is on the hump. Good. That way we know that we're concentrating on what's going on. Now, after you got this written, you might want to put an asterisk or star there and put most missed questions on the test. Because guess what? This is the most missed question on the test. Okay? This is the one that most people forget about. And the reason why is we don't drill it in your head like all the counting and things. That gets drilled in your head, you don't miss those as much. And then you're like, oh yeah, what was those qualities? Oh my goodness, I forgot what the qualities were. You kind of remember them, you kind of forgot them. So we want to make sure that you really know the qualities of a successful counter. Knowledge, coordination, concentration.
We will grade your spelling as well. We will count off half a point if you misspell a word.
And these are spelled correctly.
He's spelling it correctly for you right now. And remember, you can use your notes for the test, so double check your spelling right now.
Does anyone need me to keep this up still? Got a hand up there, so I'll keep it up for a second longer. How are we doing? We're good on that. We're doing very well. So these are qualities of a successful counter. If you know for sure you have this written in your note correctly, put your notes down, grab your boards and your markers. If you know you've got it written down, you're ready to move on. Grab your boards and markers. This will help you to know whether I can erase this or not. All right, I think everyone's going away, so I'm going to take this away. Okay, now then. Let's compose some music. What? Yeah. Composing music means just writing music out. Now, we're not going to write actual notes yet. We're not there yet. But we can write rhythms, and rhythms are music. So let's compose some rhythms. Let's do one as a group. So, Charlotte, how many beats do you want this little piece of music to have? 3. Okay, that's perfect. We can do 3. So there's 3 beats in our piece, okay? And Isaiah, what do you want to count for your first beat? So give me the number. 4. He wants to count a 4. And write this on your boards so you'll have your own piece in front of you. Let's see, Johnny, go ahead and give me the second beat. 1. He wants a 1. And then the last beat.
1.
A 1. And that's perfectly fine. Yes, you can repeat things. You don't have to use it too if you don't want to. Okay? So, for the foot, Madeline, what does the foot look like for the 4? 2 down, 2 up. And then, what does the foot look like for the 1?
1.
A swoosh, yeah. And so we're going to do that for both of them, back to back. Destiny, what are we going to count for the 4? 1 ta ta, very good. And what are we going to count for the 1, Navon? I'm picking on you because I know you've just gotten this info. What are we counting? 1, yeah, the 1. And then there's our music. We've composed this piece. Okay? Let's perform it. Let's hear what it sounds like. Posture check, ready, go!
Feet flat, back straight, hiney on the hump, hump.
Here we go. Down, up, and it's not, it's up. Here we go, ready? Down, up, ready, and count. 1 ta ta ta, 1, 1. Can you count a little louder? Be more confident. Down, up, go.
1 ta ta ta, 1, 1.
Very good. That's our piece. On your board, erase it. We're going to do a 4-beat piece, but you're going to do your own by yourselves. So draw 4 beats. Then once you've got your 4 beats drawn, I want you to fill in what you want to compose now. You get to choose what you want. Have at least 2 variations of counts though. It can't be 1 ta tita, 1 ta tita, 1 ta tita, 1 ta tita. I don't want that. Okay? Have at least 2 different ways to count. Then draw your foot language.
Write the feet.
Then draw the counts. And make sure that you can count it in your head as well, because if the group has trouble counting it, then we might have you demonstrate for the group. So you're going to want to make sure that you can really count. So we want the foot counts. Make sure you're writing the counts too. Madeline, you look done. Let me see yours. Very good. Now, why don't you come up here and fill yours up on the board. We're going to count your root. We're going to count your piece first. Sorry, I'm tall.
Will we do everybody's?
Well, probably not because we don't have time today.
All right.
But hang on to it. Don't erase it because I might do another one here in a second. So. Also, it looks like Ms. Coleman's going around giving, consulting lessons there. If you need some, you're not sure what you got. If you want her to check it, she might check it out. Plus, she might find one that she really likes and we can count that one next. Okay. So, take a look on the board. This is Madeline's piece. Did she get anything wrong? Check her. Is the foot right? Is the counting right for everything on her piece?
Yes.
All right. Let's perform her piece for her. There you go. Feet flat, back straight, hang on the hump. There you go. So perform it nice and loud, just like if it was your piece. You wanted to count it really loud too. So here we go. Down, up, ready, and count.
1, 1, take, 1 ta take ta 1.
That was your piece, your first composition. Very nice. Miss Cumming, who did you find that you want? What?
Christian.
Christian. We're going to have Christian come up here. He's going to fill in his piece for us.
Next contestant.
Right. Oh, you got your okay.
It is your turn. First
So
is
fill
right.
your piece. If you need to, go grab the board.
4, 2, 1, 4.
All right.
Again, 4, 2.
You're right. 4, 2, 1, 4. So fill in your feet. And let's leave off the counts. Let's see if we can do it without the counts. So fill in the feet though. Keep the feet. So I asked Christian to leave off his counts here, but did he get the feet right?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and see. Let's perform your piece. Okay? All right.
Be here.
Here we go. Feet flat, back straight, 90 on the hump. So remember, we're going to have the concentration. So here we go. This is by Christian. Here we go. Down, up, ready, and count.
1 ta take ta 1 take 1. 1 ta take ta.
Very good piece, Christian. Nicely done. Okay, pull up your notes back real quick. You don't have to write this part down, but I do want to give you this information. So hold on to your heads. All right. But have your notes ready too, because you're going to write something here in a minute. This up here, you don't have to write this down. You don't have to write this down. This is just for demonstration purposes. This is a piece of land that I own. It's a very beautiful piece of land. There's hills, there's water, a nice little stream running through it. There's trees, so it's obviously not gonna love it. But it's a nice, beautiful piece of land. Now, I decide that I would like to build a house on this land.
I love
And
your
it
house.
is such a nice land, and I've got so much of it. Miss Carmen comes up, she's like, "Oh wow, that land is so nice, Mr. King. Can I buy some of that maybe and put a house in there too? I'd like to have my own house." And I'm like, "Sure, absolutely. I'm not greedy." So I'll build a little bit of land in there. Then Mr. Caceres and Mr. Ritter come by and are like, "Ooh, man, we were looking for a place to build a house too. Can we get in this on this deal too? I'm like, sure, why not? So I put some ore in, and then as word gets spread, I start getting to sell more and more of this land off. So as that happens, I put in roads and I put in lights and nice little plumbing type things and a pool and all this other stuff. And you know what? We want to be safe, so I'm going to gate this, make it gated there. All right. So, does anyone know what this type of community might be called? It's not super common in Lubbock. It does happen here, but it's very common in other cities. Yes, sir. Very close. Suburban or a subdivision. Have you ever heard of a housing subdivision?
Yes.
Okay? It's very common in other places. My parents live in San Antonio, and they live in Miller's Ridge subdivision. Around here, I know there's Kingsgate subdivision, and there's Lake Ridge subdivision. You might have heard of Lake Ridge subdivision. That's a subdivision. It's a community that's built up. Sometimes they're gated, sometimes they're not, but they have that. And all that means is that they took land and divided it. Subdivision, right? That's the word I want you to write down in your notes. Subdivision.
That's your spelling. Always.
Okay? Now, obviously, we're not talking about land subdivisions. We're talking about beat subdivisions. So the definition of a subdivision is this. One beat divided into, and this is where it's kind of weird. Look up here for a second, stop your notes for a second, look up here. You're going to actually write a blank, not spell the word blank, but a blank. One beat divided into blank, and then finish it equal parts. One beat divided into blank equal parts. How does this work? Well, let me show you. We're going to put our 3 beats that we know how to count. Okay? And the number inside the beat is now called a subdivision. So this is a subdivision of 2. You with me? So we plug it into the definition. It's 1 beat, right? It's 1 beat. But it's divided into, plug in the 2 equal parts. Think of the foot. It's 1 beat, that's a foot tap, but it's divided into 2 equal parts. Y'all see that?
Yes.
So that 2 is the subdivision. This is a subdivision of 2. You kind of heard me spout that out every now and then, right? I accidentally jumped the gun and said, hey, let's count the subdivision of 2. That's what I was talking about. That 2 is a subdivision. It's 1 beat divided into 2 equal parts. This is a subdivision of what? 1, yeah. So plug that into the definition. 1 beat divided into 1 equal part. And think of the foot. There's no breaks. It's 1 complete equal part. Does that make sense? So what subdivision is this? 4, yeah. A subdivision of 4. Plug it into the definition. 1 beat, that's the beat, divided into 4 equal parts. And think of the foot now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal parts. So down, down, up, up. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So the numbers are called subdivisions. These are subdivisions of these different things. So does that make sense?
Yes.
Very good. Very good. So let's see. I think I might be able to add something extra that other classes didn't get here because you're doing so well. Let's just double check it here. Let's do a 5-beat rhythm. There's 5-beat rhythms. So,
Paper
John,
board.
why don't you give me the first beat? What subdivision would you like this beat to be? 4. Do you like the subdivision of 4? So 4 equal parts. Do I need to write the counts? No? Okay. I'll leave it off. If someone said yes, I would write them in. What about the second beat?
On the board or paper?
Oh, no. This is just for me up here.
All right.
So what do you want in the second beat?
2.
A 2. Subdivision of 2. So 2 equal parts. So the foot's a what? Down and up. No, you don't have to write this down. This is going to be up on the board. Okay? Isaiah. 1. Okay? 1 beat divided into 1 equal part. So the foot's 1 complete beat. Let's do 2 more subdivisions. Okay. What subdivision here?
4.
4? What's another 4? And 1 more subdivision. Yes, sir. 2. Okay. All right. Now then, let's count this room. Here we go. No, I don't have the counts underneath there. We're good without it? We're good without it. Here we go. Ready? And yes, sir. She's just trying to slap her. No. Here we go. Ready? And down, up. Count this. Here we go. One ta-ta-ta, one take, one. One ta-ta-ta, one take. I'm sorry, I almost messed the last one up myself. So that was kind of okay. Let's see if we can do it better. Here we go. Feet flat, back straight, honey up, count a little high. Try it again. Down, up again. Here we go. One ta-ta-ta, one take, one. One ta-ta-ta, one take. That was better. That was better that time. All right, let's try this now. Clench your teeth together like you're mad at somebody. Okay? Now, push some air out of it. Okay? Now, see if you can mimic me exactly. I'll do it like Simon says, and you repeat it back. So stop. I'm not doing anything. How you're making that different sound? You're using your what? Your tongue to do that differently, right? That's called sizzling. So what I would like for you to do instead of counting it, hey, cut it off. There you go. If we can't do it well, then I'll just cut it off and you don't get to do it. The other classes will. Okay? Now, instead of counting one ta-ta-ta, I want you to sizzle it. Try that. Ready and go. But the foot still's got to be there. Down, up, go. Oh, I'm not asking for anything but the first beat. Try it again. Ready and go. Oh, but the foot ends up. Ready and go. Not bad. Now it's not. That's incorrect. Try it again. Ready? Here you go. Nope. You're showing me that you don't want to do this and that this is going to help you out. Let's try it one more time. Ready and go. That's what I'm looking for. Do the second beat. Sizzle it. Ready and go. Do the last beat. Ready and go. Now, how can we make that sound different? We have to do what with our air? Push it faster. So, listen, listen. Did you hear me push it? Now, I did that with my stomach muscles up here. Try that again. Ready and go. So let's sizzle this whole thing. And when we get to the end, where does the foot end?
Up.
Up. Does the sizzle die away or does it just stop?
Stop.
Stop. Here we go. Ready? Sizzle it. Down, up, down, up. Ready and go. Not bad. So, tonight, you've got some homework for me. Your homework is this. Compose a piece. You must include the foot language and the counts. It has to be at least 4 beats long. You can't just do one beat and like, haha, I did one beat, that's my beat. No. That's not going to fool anyone. So how many beats at least?
1.
4.
4. Yeah.
4, okay? 4 beats. Should that take you maybe 2 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be fast, right? Put your board